Citizens of nations around the world, we are anonymous. This is a message from us, from the resistance, from the last line of defense. We have been watching the world's events, and filled around you, and truth be told, we are highly displeased. The corruption that is carried out by governments all over the world on a daily basis, police officers being killed almost every day, this is a monstrosity, and we are here to bring the corrupted to justice. If you are tired of watching the world, our only home, be ripped to shreds, for an illusion of riches based on paper with false value placed on it, if you are afraid of your government, or afraid to wake up in the morning to a war-towards city, whether you're afraid of your life being lost, because you've been tossed into pointless flaws fighting for someone you will never meet, or who will never care about you, but the money he takes because of you, then you, my friend, are part of the resistance. This message comes directly to the people that are aware of our corrupted and unwillingly society, as well as to the people that are not aware, but was sheet to be wishing for something more in life besides money in a job. Furthermore, we will never be destroyed, we as in you and us, we as in everything and everyone, we as an idea. Ideas cannot be arrested, killed or broken, it cannot be interfering, nor can it be stopped. Ideas like courage is contagious, it cannot be divided. The idea is in the mind, you cannot throw it away in the trash. You cannot erase it, nor can you forget that we are anonymous, and we are an idea, to be reckoned with. We are an idea that will never bow or stand idly by while our governments commit violent acts against the people they claim to serve and protect so very highly. If you are tired of your government and its broken system, if you are tired of people not really do care for our world, our rights, our society and its future generations, then join us, join the resistance. What have you done so far in life except become like the other 7 billion people who are going through the same process? We know this is why you see us, both us and yourself knew the moment you click this video, or heard about it at your time and moment has came, because you, like most of the people around you, want change for the better. You want compassion, you want care, you want rights and an open society that makes positive impact without government interruption. You want less value on human possession and more value on human life. We know this is why you see to become anonymous, yet most people are worried that they will succeed in life, worried that they won't have enough money to feed their families, worried about their future, worried that they won't have enough money to pay the rent, worried that someday they will become something low while others expected something high from them, worried about their job and their appearance, worried about death. You want something more to life than to be born, grown up, make money, retire and died like the millions of people in happening. This glowed and all of it for nothing. That is why we are here, that is why the resistances gave. We are not saviors, we are concerned citizens, formed, built in, multiple on from an idea that purifies itself with freedom and justice. We were here since the start, since the beginning of you, since the birth of everyone and everything. We are fighting for your rights, we are fighting for you and you, we see, because we wish for no fame or profit but sincerity and equality. Yet we are not just one single person, group or community who call ourselves anonymous. We are not just characters like the media says and has corrupted with. We are you. We are your neighbors. We are your fathers and your mothers. We are sons and your daughters. We are you longs and we are your uncles, your sisters, and your brothers. We are the core unemployed man, who is looking for his purpose in life and the food to place on this family's table, as well as the longer who fights for the accused under the court of law, and the teacher that teaches the children, and the man that delivers your mail, the students in your school, the workers in your company. We are the person near you, the person walking with you, the person in the car you are seeing right now. We are your lover and enemy. We are them and they are us. This was a message from Anonymous, the final resistance. This was a call for justice. President-elect Donald Trump's ability to destroy Islamic State ISIS terrorists was outlawed this past week by President Obama and globalist factions in the US Congress as the silent coup against him accelerates, with new calls being made to deny him the American presidency in the 19th of December electoral college vote because he is a traitor. Globalist forces loyal to President Obama in the US Congress this past week passed a staggering 3,076 pages long new law titled S. 2943, the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2017, that not only gives to Islamic terrorists portable missiles to shoot down planes throughout the world, but also expressly forbids any US president from cooperating with Russia to defeat these monsters. Shortly after his winning the American presidency on the 8th of November, President-elect Trump began negotiations with the Kremlin on a master plan to defeat these Islamic terrorists forever, but whose efforts were then, this past Thursday, the 8th of December, derailed by the US Congress, who passed this new law forbidding him to have any defense cooperation with Russia until the Secretary of Defense, in coordination with the Secretary of State, provides a certification that Russia has stopped illegally occupying Crimea. With Crimea having always been an essential part of Russia, it was reintegrated into the Federation in 2014 after 95.7% of its citizens voted to do so following the Obama-Clinton overthrow of the democratically elected government of Ukraine in what the American global intelligence giant Stratfor, known as the Shadowcha, called the most blatant coup in history, and whose then installed US-backed neo-Nazi-led government passed a law forbidding anyone to speak, read or hear the Russian language. As no nation in the world, especially the United States, would ever cede any of its territory or citizens to such a foreign power as the Nazi-aligned Ukraine, this new law being forced upon President-elect Trump is impossible to be met, meaning that America's new leader will not be able to cooperate with Russia to destroy these Islamic terrorists, and that shamefully, too, denies his new administration $10 million unless Trump voids arms control and open skies treaties with Russia and further orders him to give $3.4 billion of US taxpayers' money to NATO to confront the Federation. With Islamic terrorists having already killed over 33,000 throughout the world, the Obama regime globalists' true and satanic agenda being forced upon President-elect Trump is now exposed for the entire world to see, and whose hatred of Russia is due to the teaching of all Federation students from the 5th to 10th grade A course, titled, The Spiritual and Moral Foundation of Civilization in Every Nation for Thousands of Years, that exposes these globalists for who they really are, while at the same imparting Christian morality and values the West has long sought to destroy. To President-elect Trump, however, having these new globalist enacted laws directing him, remains in doubt, as the silent coup being led against him by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, has now accelerated, with the Washington Post now hilariously quoting these off-the-record spies alleging that Russia helped him win the presidency. The Washington Post, this report explains, is one of the US main/central propaganda mainstream media fake news outlets that was purchased by the shadowy American billionaire Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, 3 months after the CIA had given him a staggering $600 million secret contract, and who just weeks ago put 200 American alternative media websites on a list of known Russian propaganda, but then had to retract this spurious claim as being fake after being exposed for the charlatans they really are. Likewise, President-elect Trump exposed the CIA Washington Post cabal as being fake news over their false claim the Russians elected him, by stating yesterday that these are the same people that said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, and who is supported in this statement as the CIA Washington Post ran an incredible fake news 140 front-page stories, and 27 editorials pushing for America's illegal 2003 Iraq invasion, which left close to 1 million people dead and continues to leave a trail of destruction across the Middle East. Also in the US fake news propaganda mainstream media, is the $1 billion valued, though it's never turned a profit. Huffington Post, who immediately after the CIA Washington Post posted their fake news article saying that Russia elected Trump, released an article titled "Russia Stole the Presidency, the Electoral College Can Take It Back," claiming that President-elect Trump, and all Republican Party congressmen that support him, are traitors. Most dangerous to American democracy, warns, is that the Washington Post, Huffington Post, fake news cabal pushing for this silent coup against President-elect Trump are calling for millions of Hillary Clinton supporters to take to the streets and demand that the Electoral College deny Trump the presidency, and put in his place to be the next US President Jeb Bush. We shall never forget, but we can forgive so that we do not dwell and keep recreating that which we keep in our mind. Our thoughts manifest our reality. If we think about something we cannot forgive, then we keep recreating it because the non-forgiven lives in the front of the mind. We use it to hang on to emotions, and emotions are the language of the body which creates the vibrations of the manifested.